Every state of consciousness serves as a lens to focus the diffused rays of love and truth upon mentalities that lie within its range. When colored by prejudice and opinion, or marred by flaws of caprice and selfishness, its capacity as a concentrating medium is impaired, for it projects unfaithful and distorted images. But if pure, transparent, and free from the obstructing element of personal bias, the picture it projects is one of ideal perfection. Whenever we live in an atmosphere of spiritual consciousness, we inevitably radiate love and truth through all the affairs of the lower planes of life, so that they assume a natural, orderly arrangement, and subserve a spiritual end. But when we dwell habitually on the physical or psychical planes, even if successful in avoiding immediate discord and disaster, we fail to realize the supreme end of life. Jesus, recognizing a direct relation between bodily symptoms and a deeper, spiritual attitude, said, when healing the sick, "Thy sins are forgiven thee. Go and sin no more, lest a worse thing come upon thee." The complete unity of life is disclosed to the spiritual, or super-psychical, consciousness alone. The necessity of watching and regulating bodily symptoms disappears when we rise to that plane. In healing disease by mental methods, one establishes communication with the mind of the patient, and awakens in him the consciousness of health, which causes the lower centers that constitute his body to assume more normal relations, for the higher consciousness, if repeatedly and persistently affirmed, will ultimately dominate the lower. Self-revelation, in the deepest sense, awakens a desire to reveal others to themselves. How far is it right or expedient to intrude our thought upon others? Ought we to try to influence men to see truth against their inclinations? In a general way, thoughts originating on the personal plane are liable to interfere with another's freedom, and so to occasion undesirable results, but good alone can come from permitting the higher consciousness to be so directed toward another that elevating spiritual ideals shall be projected within the reach of his vision. In fact, every moment of our lives, whether we intend it or not, we are sending out thoughts that appeal to someone. Every thought that is born of the higher consciousness, is instrumental in advancing the true end of existence, by drawing man into closer relations with the absolute principle of life, therefore it aids in the eternal process of self-manifestation.